All right, today I'm going to show you guys how to create a Claude skill. And the cool part about creating a Claude skill is you never have to go through searching through your notes or Google Drive for a prompt ever again. So basically what it does is it learns to turn powerful prompts into reusable skills. So you never have to go look through Google Drive or your notes folder and you're trying to find that prompt that you used that one time. If you're trying to figure out anything with Claude or ChatGPT. I'm going to show you how to do this with Claude, but there is a description on here about how to do this with ChatGPT in this section. Whenever you refine something or a prompt, and it's something that you'll use over and over and over again, that's when you want to make it into a Claude skill, okay? Because you're going to save so much time, you'll be way more efficient, and it'll work for you just the way you want, okay? So basically, it's just a skill. A skill is simply a prompt that's saved in a specific spot, so you never have to copy and paste for repeatable prompts. Okay, so think about it like this. A prompt is something you type once and it disappears when the chat closes. A skill is that same prompt packaged up inside Claude or ChatGPT, ready to be triggered in any chat with a keyword or a phrase. And the best part is you can build your own and you can share them. Okay, so if you have a workspace, you have a Claude account where you share with other people, you can share it with them. You can also download it and send it to your friends or coworkers. So skills can run a multi-step prompt for you with a trigger phrase. I'll show you how to do that. You can combine them in projects, knowledge-base files, and any other skills. You can even stack multiple skills on top of each other, almost like running multiple prompts in a row. But of course, it needs to be refined to make it work the way you want. Now, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do this so you can see it here. All right, so in this section, let's go to my basic homepage. Let's say I'm already at Claude.ai. You can do this in the desktop version as well. So if you work the desktop version of Claude, that'll work too. But I'm going to show you guys how to do it on the web browser version, but it's the same thing on both. So on the left side here, you're going to see something that says Customize. And then you're going to see something that says Skills. You'll click on that, and here's going to be all the skills. Now the cool part is Claude even has built-in skills that you can use that are designed by Claude, okay? So some of these things you'll see if it says Anthropic, that means it was created by them. So they have a brand guidelines one. It looks like that one's super popular. It has a theme factory, internal communications, a GIF creator. So you can always see like what they have in here, because what we're going to do first is we're going to see, or we want to check the different ways that we can create a Claude skill. Okay, so you can create with Claude, you can write your skill instructions, or you can upload a skill. So you want to upload a skill whenever someone has given you one. So if I've given you one, or you find one on the internet, you got to be careful ones you find randomly on the internet, because you don't know exactly. You have to read through it and make sure it's like safe. But you would want to, and it even works right. So you can, like, any file you get on your computer that is a .skill file, okay, skill.md file, you can drag and drop directly in here. So if I happen to give you one, you literally just hit, you go to here and you hit create skill, upload a skill, drag and drop, and it's done. Now let's say you want to create one. You want to create a skill. It has an option, create with Claude, okay? Or we can write your own skills. But let's just pretend we're starting from scratch. So it'll say, hey, let's create a skill together using your skill creator skill. First, ask me what this skill should do. So right now, it's actually going to use the skill creator skill that's built into Claude, okay? Now, if I ask it this, then it'll automatically use that skill. Or I can hit the / and I will go to skill, and here it says skill creator skill, create new skills, modify and improve existing skills. So in the chat, I could just say, hey, use the skill creator skill, like it automatically did for me there. Or if I want to definitely make sure it works exactly right, I type / I look where it says S, skill creator, bam. Now I can type anything from here. So I'm going to show you an example. Hi, I want to make a $1 billion board of directors that helps me create strategy for my company. I want my board of directors to be world-class professionals in HR, an attorney, a marketing director, a copywriter, and someone who does overall business strategy. Help me create this skill. Cool. If you're wondering what I'm using Whisper. This is just a sample. Okay, Whisper is what you use to talk on your computer. You can use this little button too, but I like Whisper better. But this would help you create the skill. Okay, so I'm gonna hit enter, and it's gonna help me create that skill. Okay, now the cool part is the Claude will actually give you the ability to save the skill directly in here. So like it'll say hit save, and it'll save it automatically to your skill, which is awesome. But if you're getting it from somewhere else, you're simply saving a prompt. Okay, you're saving a prompt that you can use over and over and over again. So now it's using that skill that comes with Claude to help me create my own skill set. Okay, now once that's done, okay, it'll let me you'll see there'll be a button that'll hit just like, I'll be able to hit just like save on there. But let's go back to see what this looks like from the beginning. So we're at Claude over here. We're in the customize section, or we're at skills, okay? And there's gonna be two parts to a skill that needs to get saved. One is gonna be the description here, okay? And it'll call certain things, like you can have it, if you say certain things, like also trigger when I use the user references any named mascot above my name in an art visual context. So like if you say, hey, I want my $1 billion board, boom, it'll automatically use that skill. That's what kind of the description is used for. The description is important. And then this part is the actual prompt. So this is one I use to help me make art for my branding, for my business, and I call it octopus art because usually it's octopus themed. Okay. Now when I'm here, of course, I had to refine this skill. So I can hit edit, I can hit edit with Claude, I could replace the skill, I could download it. So let's say I have a skill I want to share with someone, I could hit download and hit save, and then I could take this skill and I could send it to someone in a Google Drive, and they could open it up and they could add it to their Claude account. Or if you have a team, I don't have a team plan, but if I did, you can share it with your team. Okay, which is pretty cool. And I'll go directly in their account. Now, let's go back to the $1 billion board over here. So now it's going to ask me a couple questions. Full roundtable, chairperson, the size one strategy, yeah. Stay generic, yeah, sounds good. Okay, now obviously this has my memory turned on, so I could tell or so it knows a little bit more about my background. Now, you got to make sure, I should have mentioned this before, where it says skill creator over here, that this is turned on. If it's not turned on, it won't work. I can turn off or on any of my skills, okay? And my skills are basically just mini AI employees, okay? So that's how you create and share a skill, and this will actually help you build it, okay? Now, the other thing that I want to show you that I think is important is like, okay, let's say I'm using it from scratch. So let's say I'm going to, let's go to open a regular chat, okay, new chat. Anytime I want to use a skill they already used, or they already created, if I hit / I can choose any of these. So $1 billion board, and I could say, hey, I want to figure out what I should be doing for marketing this month. And then that's a kind of not the best example, because I probably wouldn't use that for my $1 billion board, but I might say like, hey, I'm going to upload my P&L. Can you help me give strategy of what I should be doing with my business moving forward over the next 30 days based on what you see in my finances? And then what it's going to do, the $1 billion board, my board of directors is going to analyze my P&L, and I would upload it right here, okay? And the cool part is you can stack skills. You can also say something like, then I want you to upload it. Let's say I had a skill that was like, let me think, that I wanted it to, let's say, which was one I would use here? I don't have a skill for it, but let's say I created a skill that like would upload things to Notion the way I wanted it to be. I could say, hey, use this skill for Notion. I don't have one, but let's say I did. Or here, okay, let's say I wanted to create a presentation. Okay, this is perfect. I have a skill for creating a presentation. Then I want you to help me create a presentation. and then upload that skill, and then it'll give me the strategy, and then create that presentation. Pretty freaking crazy, okay? So let's say, okay, so this is still writing my skill over here. And so what it's doing is, it's going to draft for me the people that are going to be part of my board, okay? And these are, I guess, experts in certain areas. Theo Marchetti, Sloan Beckett. I don't know who these people are. But it'll give me the directions, and it'll give me the description, and it'll give me the prompt that I'm able to use to create my skill. So when I go to here, if I do create skill, I can just do write skill instructions. I'll be able to copy and paste the skill name, so I can say $1 billion board. I'll put the description in here and then the instructions. Okay, now here's the most important part. It's not going to work perfectly exactly right the first time. Okay, why? Because this stuff needs to be refined. You're going to have to edit your instructions. You're going to have to adjust. So that way you get the output you want. The last thing you want to do is be broad and generic and get some crappy output that you have to refine the output over and over again. Don't refine the output, refine the instructions. So that way you don't have to waste time fixing what AI did incorrectly. Okay, so that's how you make a skill. You need to practice this and do it over and over and over again. Here's the directions for it. And this is a complete game changer, and it works also in ChatGPT. They have a version of it as well. Will the other ones come out with it too, like Gemini or something? Probably, but I love using it in Claude, and this will help you. Okay, now, so as you can see, is my example here. Once I confirm this works, it'll actually give me the skill file, and I'll be able to hit download and then upload it to the skill, or it'll give me the ability to save it right here, which is really cool with Claude. All right, go kick some ass, go create some skills, have fun, figure out what's going to work for you, and this will be amazing for you.